That's where private equity came in. Screwed all that up. They got rid of the personal aspect.
Yeah, this is the core soul of it.
Yeah.
Do you think people are going to make a mistake to start leaning on technology a little bit too hard?
I think they already do. Now we're talking.
We are talking, and we're going.
And we're going. We're actually filming right now?
Yep.
Well. Howdy doody, everyone. This is Billy with Home Service Shift. How's everything going? I've had a crazy week this week. What about you?
Well, I was going to ask you about something that I saw floating through the waves of the internet, and I just have to ask. I mean, what's up? Are you retiring, or what's going on with the this news that is shocking the nation?
I guess you're referring to the news that I'm no longer with Sarah Systems.
That would be the news.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yep, that would be the one.
Yeah, it's kind of exploded on the internet, I guess.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. Well, we pulled this merger off, and it looked like the right time for me to maybe think about taking some time off again.
All right.
I poured about 7 years of my life into it, 60, 80-hour weeks. Started a plumbing HVAC company at the same time. Grew it to over $70 million in revenue during that time.
Not bad.
Total revenue.
Not bad.
Time, right?
With a software company in tow, for sure.
So I've been a part-time billyGO employee.
Yeah.
For sure. Maybe a 10% of a part-time.
Quarter time. I don't know.
Quarter time. And now everybody's real nervous around here because they're like, is he going to be around here more?
Yeah. Are you going to, are you
Is that the general conversation around the water cooler?
Are we going to be hearing the ding on the elevator a little bit more these days?
I take the stairs. I'm trying to stay in shape.
That's pretty good, though. 7 years in the software business. Software is hard.
It's so hard.
I've dabbled in some apps and different things like that, and it's...
I had no idea what I was getting myself into. I mean, I just wanted to, get back to what I was doing. And I figured if I could put it in software, it would help others. And it did. Oh, my gosh. Look at all the people that were able to build really strong businesses and sell their businesses because of getting on Sarah. I get, that the success has been there for sure. But, I did my 7 years. We've got a great team. Matt Barber is the new CEO over there. He's a young guy with a lot of energy and a lot of great ideas, and I think he's going to take it to levels that I maybe wasn't able to take it to because it just takes a different person to go to the next level.
Yeah,
I'm a contractor at heart. I know this business in my opinion, like no one else. I definitely look at this industry different than most.
Yeah. From the time I've been around, I can attest that that's 100% true.
And so I've got a very open mind, and I challenge the status quo of how we run these businesses in this industry. And I'm excited to take something off my plate to give focus back to what my true love is. My true love is running HVAC plumbing companies, mentoring men and women, through business, right? It's how I do it. It's kind of like my church, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
The Church of billyGO, right? And we try to help each other become better people and do the best jobs that we can possibly do here. And so that's really why we do the podcast. I just like talking about, our experiences and, how I got where I am today, all those type things. And hopefully it inspires our listeners.
Yep.
To, know that anything's possible if you could just put your mind to it.
There's no secret sauce.
There is no secret sauce. I think simplicity is the biggest key. I think that we get so many things that we're distracted by when it comes to all these, numerous KPIs, the spreadsheets that we build, the complicated pay systems, all these things that we do take away from what really matters in a business. And that's why I'm over here, spitting in a microphone, if you will, talking about how to simplify these businesses and make them more efficient so they can make some really good money. I mean, you can't take a business that was basically built out of thin air. We didn't do the private equity model. We didn't go and acquire a bunch of companies.
Speaking of billyGO, by the way, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Back on billyGO here, yeah. So we didn't do the PE route. We decided to just build something organic, from nothing to something. In 2018, when we started this, we didn't have a single customer.
Mm-hmm.
We had to wait 47 minutes for our first customer.
47 whole minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After we turned on our software.
Yeah.
Or our marketing, if you will. We turned our marketing on, right?
Yeah.
It took us 47 minutes to get our first job from a lady on Facebook.
So was that what was the extent of marketing that you had to turn on?
Well, basically what we did is we turned on our Facebook ads.
Yep.
We didn't go straight into Google. We didn't mess with Google at first. We did social media at first. Our marketing message was we could do 1 hour appointments. And actually 1 hour appointments are super simple. When you have 0 service calls and you have 5 dudes sitting around,
yeah,
you can do 1 hour appointments.
Yeah.
I mean, you could do it.
I'll be there in 10.
And I'll be honest with you. When I first started this gig, we haven't built any of that into the software or anything like that yet. But I was like, well, I can actually do this, but I don't know how long I can keep doing it, because right now we don't have any customers and we have 5 guys. So if someone calls now, we can be there. We can make a 1 hour appointment with you, whatever time you want us to be there. We can do that.
Yeah.
Because we didn't have a business.
Yeah.
We were trying to do one customer at a time.
Right.
And I think it resonated. I mean, that's really all we do different than, when it comes to our marketing, our public facing, was 1 hour appointments, no dispatch fee. Okay. We just took that and we standardized it, and everybody knew it in the business, and we just went, for it.
Yeah.
And just drove it home, right? And the customers responded. And so, again, I like repeating this. No acquisitions. In 12 months, we did $3.4 million. In the 14th month of business, we made a profit. We started making profit in the 14th month of business.
That's great. That's unheard of, man.
3.4 million right out of the gate. Almost doubled that the second year. And then kept doing the doubling, over $70 million in revenue from that beginning.
Right.
And so we literally just simplified the way I used to run my business, right? I ran a very efficient business in the past when I had Berkey's back in the day. But I wanted to take it at a whole nother level. And I think we did it with billyGO.
Yeah.
We really did. For sure. And it's responded. It's responded, and the customers have responded, and we met, and we're doing well. There's the DFW is very bad for the HVAC market. In fact, there's reports coming out right now that shipments are down 30% from the manufacturers.
Why?
You have to read the report. It's it's in that one email we get every week.
Yeah.
Gosh dang it! I wish I could think of the name of it. Anyway, it's good little blurbs that he has in there. 2 or 3 items he talks about. He keeps it very simple. Keeps it easy to read. I apologize. I can't remember your name. I know I sat down with you quite a while ago. But we see that here. Our distributors are telling us that they're in bad shape. They just can't get the numbers that they got last year or the year before. And so why hasn't that happened to us? And our HVAC business is up 20+% this year, the HVAC side. So it must be the message.
Yeah.
It just must be the convenience. I've always said that if you can build a business around the customer instead of around your needs, and put it around the customer's needs, you're going to kill it. And that's what we did. We just built it around satisfying the customer.
That's what's insane to me is like when you say that, I was always, because I've heard you say that a couple of times, and I always scratch my head thinking like, what else would you build it around?
Yeah, exactly.
If you're not building around the customer, what else are you doing?
Well, they're building businesses around clicks, right? Click's not a person.
Yeah.
Right. I need more calls.
Yeah.
Right. Well, probably don't. You're probably losing them along the way.
Yeah.
Why? Go find out why you're not booking at 100% book rate.
Yeah.
Go find out for real.
Right.
What's going on? Right. That's one of the things you gotta have that. I think having a message and making it clear to your potential new customer, your existing customers, and your employees is very key. You have to have a message. You have to have something you stand for, what
Yep.
the business is built around,
Yep.
what the objective is. All that has to be clearly understood by, first and foremost, the entire company.
Yeah.
And then the customer you're trying to acquire. And what I see when I'm talking to companies and people that own companies and work in companies and all that, customers aren't looked at anymore as the humans, as individuals. They're looked at as potential for this call.
Yeah.
Right?
What's behind this? What does this human have at their
Yeah.
house that we can
Yes.
upsell them on?
Right. Because the reason we think like that is because we were taught that you charge a dispatch fee to keep the riffraff from doing business with you.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So we started putting monetary value on the customer instead of thinking about the customer's situation they're in. Are they having a good day when they call you? Do you think the customer just sits around and goes, I'm calling the AC guy, or I'm calling the plumber today because I'm bored?
Mm-hmm.
No, they're not.
Where's my Google? See if I can find me a plumber to hang out with.
I just want to hang out and chat with this guy today.
Yeah. I'm sure they have a lot to say.
I'm sure we could talk about the different types of plungers, the techniques.
We might could go to Target together.
We could.
Mm-hmm.
These are the things that we could do.
Yeah.
So I'm going to call my plumber and see if there's one available
Mm-hmm.
that has a personality that I really like, so I
Yeah.
can spend the day with them.
Yeah.
That's how we think about our customer.
Yeah.
We're not thinking about they had their day plan and now it's been derailed
Right.
by their situation.
Yep.
And we think we do. Oh, we got to give good service. We're the best service company in town. We're the cheapest. Whatever it is your thing is, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But the message to your potential customers, what matters. And then remembering that they're human. And then empathy and understanding. And then obviously we want to make money too, but we project that we care and really actually can back it up.
Yep.
There's a difference between I care, but you really don't. And what I mean by that is, you ever catch yourself getting excited when you have a call on the board and it looks like a new system?
I certainly, yeah, you start caring a lot more.
Oh, they start dancing around and everything. Yeah, we got a system out of this person. We got a system. Oh, we didn't get anything out of them. They got denied for credit. Or,
Yeah.
Not one time did you go, man, it was hot as heck in that house. Those people were sweating. They got 10 kids.
Yeah.
This is what's got to happen.
Yeah.
No, we don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
That's where private equity came in and screwed all that up. They got rid of the personal aspect.
Yeah. This is the core soul of
soul of the business. They took the soul out, if
Yeah.
you will. Well, we try to keep the soul in, and I think that's why we're winning. I'm not spending any more money on marketing this year. I can tell you that. The budget's no bigger than it was last year.
Nope.
We found our sweet spot. We sit there.
Yeah.
If I'm going to spend X this year,
Yep.
I'm going to spend the same amount next year, but still grow my business. How do we do that, Tim?
Yep. And if anything moves around, if anything goes up and down, you're still always steady.
Yeah.
If you got to right size, you right size a little bit.
That's right.
Make changes. You get into the cogs.
Yep.
And
most businesses lost because you didn't do the job right as a company.
Yeah.
Through lack of communication with your own employees, with lack of desired outcomes, desired possibilities, desired situations. All these things need to be in line if you want to excel, because no matter what AI agent you have, no matter what you have listening to your employees, it doesn't matter if there's not something that's can be traced back to improve it or a way to improve it.
Yeah.
You can listen to all calls you want and go have a meeting with that person, but did you accomplish anything? Did you explain to them what the purpose of the business was? What's the mission statement? What are we supposed to be doing? No, probably didn't.
Possibly on a small percentage, you might get one.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah.
But that's really all we do different here. I mean, It just old school still wins, I think.
Yep.
With all the technology that's around us.
Yep.
Old school still wins.
Do you think people are going to make a mistake to start leaning on technology a little bit too hard?
I think they already do.
Yeah.
I think every shiny object that comes out, they're standing in line. They're going to all these shows, and they can't believe what they're hearing and seeing and da-da-da-da-da. But nothing's changed. Financial statements are still terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing changes. No matter how many shiny bullets you get, nothing changes.
Yep.
And so it's all in the setup and the build-up and the communication within the company and what you're really about in the company that makes the difference. But, I mean, I had company making 25% margins back in the 90s.
Yeah.
We didn't have all this fancy stuff.
Yeah. It's still on paper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. With big-time paper.
Filing cabinets.
Oh, walls full of filing cabinets.
Yeah. Bank boxes and
Oh, my gosh. It was crazy. And then, I mean, every guy would carry one of those credit card things and went.
The big silver things?
Yeah.
With the flip, you flip open and you do the tickets on and all?
Yeah, they do all the tickets on and they would slide it.
Yeah.
And then you would just carry around this customer's, like, account numbers, everything that they had.
Hope they don't lose that folder, man.
It just wide open. I mean, it was crazy back in the day.
And that's crazy. Still made money.
A lot of money.
Yeah.
Lots and lots and lots of money. And then fast forward, 2018.
Let's back up a little bit.
Okay.
Can we?
Yeah.
Since you retired from, I don't know if we've ever talked about this. I'm sure we have, but the inception and the concept of billyGO, because you retired from Berkey's and were out for a little bit. And
7 years.
Yeah. Wanted to get back in.
Yep. 7 years. I took a break. Took my kids.
I didn't realize it was 7 years.
It was 7 full years.
Golly.
Yeah.
What did you do?
Man, I asked myself.
I just can't imagine what Billy Stevens would do with 7 years of his life. Without doing this.
I mean, I kept busy. I got to take my kids to school every morning until they started driving.
So how old were they during that time?
2012 is when I retired.
They were little.
Yeah, 13 my son was 13 and 15. Okay, 13 and 15. So I got to take them both to school for a little bit, and then my daughter obviously got her driver's license at 16. Kind of didn't take her, kind of weaned off of that, and but I could still take my son, and then I just did stuff like that. I bought real estate, played around in real estate. Coming out of the 08, 09 crash, did some of that stuff. And
man, that's a whole other subject.
Yeah, I mean,
I'd like to get in.
I kept
that's a whole other subject.
Oh yeah, I kept myself busy. I mean, there was plenty to do, but I'll be honest with you. After about year 3, we traveled. We went over across the world and did a bunch of traveling and stuff. But around year 3, I was like starting to get a little depressed. And then
that's too close in. 3 years is 2 out of 7.
Yeah, 3 out of 7.
Yeah.
And so then I just went whole hog into real estate and just I had to keep myself busy.
Mm-hmm.
And so I did a bunch of that. Yeah, I mean that and ranching, built lakes, sculpted ground, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean I have this I have an equipment dealer. I have John Deere, but this is Caterpillar. He's a Caterpillar dealer. And, we've become good friends over the years. But he told me something the other day. There was this particular dump truck that I needed out at the ranch. We're getting ready for a big event out there.
Oh, I saw the dump truck. That's a good one.
Thing was massive,
It's a
right?
big dump truck.
And, they put some in rental, but they stay rented all the time. I mean, with all the construction going on and stuff.
Yeah.
And he didn't have any, and he had a brand new one there. And, of course, I have no desire to buy one because I only need it for a short period of time. Then I probably never need it again.
Yeah.
And I said, well, put it in the rental fleet. And he goes, it's brand new, man. They're not going to put it in the rental fleet. I said, this is what you tell them. And he goes, tell them I am the largest buyer of Caterpillar equipment that doesn't have a company that does anything with it. And he did. He went to them, and they put it in the rental fleet for me. He made it sound like I was this really big customer.
Yeah.
Because I have quite a few pieces of equipment that I bought from him.
Well, that's a lot of land out there, too, to take care of.
And so he's like, I love that. I'll try it. And sure enough, that thing showed up. It had, 3 miles on it, maybe. It was brand
Still have the stickers on it. Still had
it was as perfect as perfect. I told my guys, do not put a scratch on it because they'll come after me for the scratch.
Yeah.
And so anyway, I mean, I did that kind of stuff, learn how to operate machinery. I never knew how to do that before.
I didn't know you did machinery.
Yeah, I do now.
Yeah. So you did 3 years. You got 4, 5, 6, 7. You got 4 more years left.
Yeah, 4 more years left. And
sitting around too much?
By then I was, because when you go buy a building somewhere, it's really fun to buy, to wheel and deal. I love making deals. I love trying to win when it comes to buying stuff or whatever. And that's fun. But once you own it, I need a company to do the maintenance. I'm not going to go if a client calls at 2:00 in the morning in one of my buildings. I'm not going to get up and go do anything.
Mm-mm.
In fact, I don't want them to have my number at all.
Mm-mm.
And so you had to hire companies to take care of your maintenance. Of course, they clean it, all these things that you have to do. So there really wasn't anything for me to do. Once I owned it, there wasn't any. It's not like running a business. We come in here every day and we're like, okay, here's what we got. Here's where we need to go. And this is what we need to accomplish. Well, when you're semi-retired and you're investing in flipping real estate, you don't have that.
Yeah.
You buy it, you get a certain cap from your purchase, and then you start flinging through the ads trying to find your next purchase. There's really nothing else to do.
Right.
And that got really boring really fast for me.
Yeah.
And to make it worse, this is my joke. So I love jokes. But what made it worse was when I first got going into this, they would send me my rent checks in the mail. And so my job was to walk 150 feet out to the mailbox every month, right? But then everybody got on ACH and went straight to the bank, and they took that only job away from me.
It took the man's job
Took my job away from me.
Can't even go to the mailbox anymore.
Go to the mailbox.
You know what you could have done is could have become the janitor and just had a big set of keys and
just walked around.
Yeah,
with the keys.
Yeah. And then they could complain and go, "Where's the owner of this building?" Well, he's right out there. He's the janitor.
And don't you think that the janitor, when he has all those keys, it's all the same key?
It's all the exact same.
It didn't work everywhere.
No.
But there's 50 keys.
Yeah, there's about 2 keys that work.
Makes them important.
That's exactly
That's job security. That's how you, and I see techs doing that, or people in the office. They make their job complicated so they don't have any worries that someone else can take their position. That's the same thing as a big key ring, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I
got
see
all
that.
these passwords, got all these keys, got all the keys to the kingdom. I'm the exact opposite. I'm progressive.
Yeah,
Let's progress forward. Let's move forward.
Let's move forward, yeah. Well, that's how I am too, and that's why I jumped back into it. And then I couldn't only just jump in and build billyGO. I had to, start that software company that I just recently announced that I have left after we got this deal done. And kind of bittersweet, but also at the same time, I don't want to say that. Maybe I do. That's the hardest thing I've ever done in my life.
The software.
Software is so hard. That is, people do not, even myself, if I'd known what I know now, even though I built a great software company and it's doing well, I wouldn't do it again.
Yeah.
I would not, absolutely not do that again. It is the most I don't even know how to describe it.
How hard can it be?
It's so hard. I don't think they make a job harder than that one.
Is it anything like me remodeling my house and going, I mean, how hard can it be?
Yeah, how
And
hard
then
can it be?
And then 8 months later,
Yeah.
your back is completely out.
I mean, the amount of hours and time and effort, and the what people don't know, me either, is how hard it is to build something. Something that seems very simple, and how much work goes into that. And I could go on for hours telling you when it affects every part of the software. You have to go in and touch every part of the software without screwing up the rest.
Yeah.
And so these are the things you don't think about.
Everything's so attached.
Right.
And then the calculations.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't imagine.
Yeah, I don't even know how all that works. That's beyond me, but it moves in glacier time. Like you and I, we could sit around and go, you know what, if you put this ad out there, we can see how it performs pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Well, in software, it moves in glacier time. Nothing goes fast.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone's always mad at you. And, it just does. There's a thankless job, right? And why does everyone hate software? Because it's so hard to make it perfect. You can't. It's impossible.
Yeah, that's right.
And, I was motivated by the fact that it was impossible. No one built great software, so I was going to try to build some, right? And then I quickly found out it's impossible.
You don't always have the piece. You get the puzzle put together.
Yeah.
And there's that last piece. Where's that last piece? I don't know.
It's crazy. I mean, but hey, I learned a lot, and the best thing about it is I met a lot of really cool people.
Yep.
Touring around that I haven't met in the industry. So that part I really enjoyed. I've helped people become extremely successful, and they've been able to sell their businesses. These are businesses that a year or two earlier, prior to me helping them, couldn't sell it if they couldn't give it away.
Yeah.
And then within a year or two, they're selling at top dollar.
Yeah.
So that's the satisfaction.
Yep.
That I got from that, and then just being a part of what I think an industry full of the coolest people, just good people, right? Just genuine, hardworking, salt of the earth type people, which I love.
That never changes. It seems to never change. That's a constant.
Yeah, and that's the best part about it, I think, the relationships and all that. But yeah. So it's a new chapter. This is basically day one of my new chapter.
Because you haven't known billyGO really without Sarah.
No,
they started on the same day. Much. Yeah.
I never been able to just focus on one.
Tell everybody really quick why you got back into billyGO, or why you got back in the industry, and how billyGO, the name, all of it.
Oh, well, the name kind of goes back to my retirement story. It exactly goes back to my retirement story.
Yep.
So I was retired for 7 years, and Mama was having her. I was getting to where I was like hanging out at the house more. At first, we were traveling, we were having fun, we were living the life, right?
Yay!
And then all of a sudden, I wasn't going anywhere.
He came back home with me. I don't know what to do with him.
And so I started hearing this, like, Billy, go to the store and get this, or Billy, go pick up the kids, or Billy, go do this, Billy, go do that. And she wasn't bossing me around. It was just, I needed jobs. And she was a good delegator. And I kept hearing it. And then one day my nephew walks in. And I'm like, hey, what's going on, Logan? And we were hanging out. And I was talking to him. I said, hey, let me, I'll be right back or whatever. Or he got distracted and was talking to my wife. And I went and did something. And I heard him in the other room goes, where did Uncle Billy go? And that's when it clicked. I said, I've heard this over and over and over and over again. So I'm like, I jumped right then and there when he was there. I grabbed my laptop. I set it on the kitchen table. I opened it up, went to GoDaddy, typed in billygo.com, and it was there. And I could, even the GoDaddy guy goes, I can't believe that's there. And 5-letter, was that 6? Was 7 letters, but 7. 4 is the ultimate, but 7 letters, catchy, memorable. we do hear, you know this, we hear quite often they chose us because of our name.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's unique. It's
Yeah.
very different.
Yeah.
We have the most Go companies in Dallas, Fort Worth now.
We have a bunch of them.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's taken off.
But hey,
we have, I think there's one called Go AC.
Go AC. That's right.
There's another one I saw the other day. Gosh darn. But anyway, so that seems to be the trend, the Go thing. But it was because my wife really wanted me to go and do something else instead of being there bugging her all day. And so that's why I named it that.
So I will just go start a
I'll
software.
go start another plumbing HVAC software company. And so we did that. And, it's really cool. I think when I knew I'd made the right choice, my HVAC manager and my plumbing manager were the big reason why I decided to come back. They were with me at Berkey's, and I had a 5-year non-compete. Mm-hmm. So year 5 in one day, they were knocking at my door. When you coming back, boss? When we gonna do this? When we gonna do this again?
They're waiting for that.
Leave me alone, guys. Yeah. Wife's got me going to the grocery store
I've
right now.
got too much to do. I've got these keys to haul around now.
Yeah, got my key ring. And I dodged them for 2 years. And I don't know. I went to New York City a few years earlier, like a year or two after I retired, and did my first Uber ride. And I started thinking about it after that. But so these guys stayed on to me. But the part that made me realize I did the right thing is when we announced that billyGO was going to be opening soon, and these two guys let the company know that they were working that they were going to move over to this upstart, no business, no customers, no nothing. They kind of laughed at them, I guess, and thought it would be a temporary situation. But anyway, long story short.
Yeah, that's wild. Because they weren't hurting.
No, they were doing great. They were doing fine, and they were willing to risk it all to do this all over again. And so they came over, and in the first week, we had over 34 people apply for a job in an environment where people can't find employees.
Man.
The very first week. And there's nothing worse than going, well, I don't even have a customer.
Yeah.
How am I going to hire you?
Am I going to hire you?
But we actually hired 12 people. And for 4 months, we sat around a big table here in the office, and we talked about the problems or the things that we didn't like about how we ran our businesses previously. And from that, we started, and it didn't matter. I had the 2 managers I talked about. I had a couple of plumbers. I had a couple of HVAC techs. I had a warehouse manager. I had a dispatcher and a call taker. And we all were together.
Same room, yeah.
Same room. And so because something that may be something you didn't like in what you did may affect something down the
So
line,
that goes into the silo thing. Immediately, no silo. We're not going to silo things off.
Exactly. So we learned from that as well. We still had this open office concept where everybody works together instead of having their own office. And so that's big. That's been a really big thing. The communication in the company's the best ever. Yeah. No matter how big we get, it doesn't matter. Yeah. And it makes the business feel like it's less chaotic because we've had guests here all day. I only have 4 guys here today from our marketing company, been here with us all day. And they're like, you can't even tell there's a business running here because it just works. Yeah. And so that's what's that blows their minds. But anyway, yeah, so we hired those 12 people. We practiced, we questioned everything, and then we kind of built a little app on an app on Android. And
who built it? I just had somebody.
I just had some little agency in Arkansas that I heard of. Didn't even really know them, as if someone told me about them. And they built this app, and all the app would do was accept 1-hour appointments, and you could book it online. And we went to a festival. And that festival gave us I think it was like 1,800 new customers.
Yep.
And we became the eighth most downloaded app on Google Play Store that weekend.
Yep. That's big.
It was big. It was immediate. And customers are like, you mean I can book a service call based off of my schedule right now? I don't have to be at my house. The things that are lingering, the things I've been meaning to call a plumber for or an HVAC guy for,
Yeah.
that I could put off because I get interrupted or
Normally you're going to put off because you go, it's going to be all day, man. I can't
but I
afford
can
it. Yeah.
stand right here at this festival and set an appointment and at 1 o'clock on Tuesday and you'll be there. And we're
Yep.
like, yes. And they just came in droves. It was insane what happened. And we came back from that festival and our business just took off. We did $3.4 million that year.
Was that Grape Fest or?
That was Great Fest,
Yep.
yeah. And Main Street Days. They have 2 festivals annually.
Yep.
It's just a mile down the road here.
Yep.
We're right off of Main Street. And once we did that, the business took off.
Yep.
And we never had a massive marketing budget or anything at all. We never did this with, it wasn't Google built. It was relationship built.
Mm-hmm.
And so we knew we were onto something. And then I met this guy that been very successful in SaaS. I didn't even know what SaaS was. He explained that to me. And so we moved from the app to a SaaS, and that was how Sarah was born. Because really, I wasn't concerned about building software per se.
Mm-hmm.
I was more just needing an interface.
You need the tool.
I needed a simple tool on an app that I could use to build a business. And we worked off of that app the first year. Nothing but that app. We didn't have any software but that app for 1 full year before we actually got some software.
Crazy.
I know.
That's crazy.
But it worked.
Yeah, that's the thing. It worked.
Right? I mean, they would push 1 o'clock on Tuesday. We would see it on the dispatch part of the app, right? That was that simple. Now, we couldn't run credit cards or anything through our system. We didn't have any accounting in our system yet. So we did that old school, right? Because we didn't have anything.
QuickBooks or whatever.
Yeah, we did. We had QuickBooks, and we could run credit cards. We had readers and stuff, but we didn't actually have full-blown software that we needed to put it all in one place, right? Did that slow us down, hurt us? No, because we did 5.6 million the second year.
Yep.
With nothing, more than we had the first year, but really still nothing. I mean, software is not even usable for 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
After you start building it.
It's would you say glacier moves like a glacier?
Yeah.
So.
And so here we are, fastest growing business in DFW with no software. Everybody's buying all this fancy software and all these shiny objects, and we didn't have anything except a little app. But that app worked.
It worked. Because
who cares? Who? It only matters if the customer cares.
That's exactly right.
And the customer cared, and they loved it.
Yep.
And they still do.
Yep.
Then yesterday we had more online bookings than we had call-ins. Was that what y'all were telling me yesterday? Somebody was.
It must have been Coop.
It must have been Coop. That's crazy. Think about it. That's crazy. And the sheer volume of calls we get every day, 100 or more, that we get every day. We got how many call takers? 3?
Yeah, usually about 3 out there.
Yeah. 3.
Well, it's a good testament to the fact that you, right off the bat, you're relational because of the Main Street Grape Fest festival. Mm-hmm. Then you had something that this goes back to what you were saying. Maybe it was earlier today you were saying in one of these meetings, but you had relationship at the core, customer at the core.
Yep.
You had an app, but it worked. That was
just what we needed it to do.
Towards the customer.
Yeah, it's
right?
100% customer interface.
Yep. And so that's just a testament that at the core of it is all relational.
Yeah, absolutely. And having a process. Even though we didn't have any of this stuff that everybody else was using, software, all the things they were using, it was because we had everyone knew what the mission was.
Yep.
And so... and they were trained on this is what we're going to do and how we're going to do it now. This is the way you used to do it, but this is how we're going to do it here at billyGO. And I need you to learn this and understand this and function like this.
Yeah.
And all these little changes made a big difference. And that's why we see the results that we see, especially from my coaching, because I get to get more into the grain with it about this stuff. And the thing about it is, like I said, we did 3.4 million year one. So when I go and talk to a customer that's already got $1 million, $2 million, $3 million, $10 million business, they're that much further ahead than I was, right?
Yeah.
So I give them the year one playbook, where I went from 0 to 3, 4. And if they're at 5 million, they should be able to really grow.
Yep.
Right? And improve margins too.
Yep.
So, which is what I focus on is let's just fix the internal problems of the business.
Yep.
You don't need more calls. You don't need more texts. You just need to make everything work better.
Yeah.
And then you can talk about more texts, more calls, all that stuff.
That's why
do the best with what you have.
That's exactly, and that's where I think that coaching is super valuable, because number one, you talk about this all the time. You got to take your business back. You have to own your business. It's your business. Mm-hmm. And then number two, to have someone there that can get down and go, this is what your business looks like, and here's how you can do it.
Yep.
Right. Instead of just listening to the masses and following the masses and putting one blanket thing over your entire business.
We just cut to the chase.
Yeah.
And go, you don't need that, but do this.
Yeah.
And that's it. I mean, we just literally just make these changes straight up. And then when they do, the effects are immediate.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, I could coach a guy on Tuesday. That's when I do all my coaching, on Tuesdays. So I coach the companies that I have on Tuesday and Wednesdays. And then I come back next Tuesday and we measure the results. And it's a week later.
Yeah.
And it's like they're just blown away. They're like, oh my gosh, I had no idea.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy.
It's kind of like getting somebody to jump off the diving board for the first time.
Yeah.
You can do it.
Yeah, you can do it.
You can do it.
Yeah. All right. You can pay best practices groups for years.
Yeah.
And see some improvement.
Yep.
Or you can get it all fixed now and rock and roll.
Yeah. And then have your feet under you to keep growing. Keep going. Yeah.
Yeah. And in my opinion, if you're going to get coached, it needs to be done by someone that actually sits in the seat you sit in and had success doing it.
Yeah.
Real success doing it.
Yeah.
Right. I think that is the big difference.
Yeah.
And that helps a lot. But yeah, so things are moving fast as always around here. Always moving quick. I've got one less job to do, but I've got no less work to do.
No, I don't think the work's ever going to end. I think we're safe to say that.
And so now I get to do podcast, billyGO, some coaching, and some billadilla.
Some riding.
Yeah. For those of you out there that, I bet you know by now, I've got billadilla, this racetrack here in East Texas. And we do, dirt bikes, redneck stuff. That's what I do.
Sometimes we'll blow up something. You never know.
Yeah, you never know. A little pyromaniac comes out in us.
Yeah.
But we got a really large event this weekend. Or, excuse me, next weekend.
Next week. 24th through the 26th.
Of October. That way we time stamp this.
Yeah.
Somebody may be looking at this a year from now.
Yeah. So if it's that time of year next year.
2025. There we go. We got it now.
Yeah.
But we're going to be doing that, and so I'm looking forward to that next week because I'll be there the entire week, so I get to spend the whole week out there. I don't know, man. I feel like a lot of weight's off my shoulders. I feel like free as a bird all of a sudden. Feels really good.
That's good.
It's been a long time since I felt like this.
Yeah, well, it's been since 2018, and you went through COVID too.
Went through COVID, all that stuff. But COVID was good for us.
Yeah,
It was good. It made it easier.
That'll be another good episode to do one of these days.
Yep.
Is why bad times are good.
Yeah.
Good times, bad times.
Yeah.
The old Led Zeppelin tune.
Oh, yeah.
Is that what it's called? Is that the title of it? Or is that a lyric?
No, that's the title of it. Okay. Good times, bad times.
Yeah.
I believe. Now you got me questioning myself.
Put it in the comments. What is the title of that song?
I know it's on the first album.
So Zeppelin had 8?
8 or more albums, yeah. let's see. They had the first one. They had 2. They had 3. They had Sozo, which is number 4. Houses of the Holy after that one. Then after that was the double album.
Okay.
Why is my brain sticking on that one? Oh, well.
Let us know in the comments. Give us
No,
all.
we don't need that. It's driving me crazy. I should know that it's probably my favorite album. I'm just blanking on it.
The only one I know is probably the Sozo.
Physical Graffiti. I'm sorry.
Okay.
What a brain fade that was. So Physical Graffiti, and then after that was, dang it, In Through the Outdoor, I believe.
And that was their last one.
And then it was Presence. Presence was the last one.
How long were they together?
About 10 years or so. Not much more past 10 or I think John Bonham died in 80 or 81, and their first album came out in 69.
God, I didn't realize they were that together.
So
were
12
together.
years?
Yeah, I didn't. That's a good run for a band.
That's a good band. That's a good run. My son took rock and roll philosophy or whatever you want to call it in college at Texas Tech, and got a really good professor for that. And that was part of the discussion. Like, where would Led Zeppelin be today had John Bonham not died and they stayed together? And the point that that the professor was trying to make during that was they stopped when they were supposed to, just like the Beatles did, just like it ends when it's supposed to end, because that is what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And because, as you can see, they were really trying to change their sound with In Through the Outdoor, which I love now. Did not like it back then. And then Robert Plant went on his own and did more of that in Through the Outdoor type music. And if Led Zeppelin would have gone that way,
yeah, it wouldn't have turned.
It wouldn't have been good.
It'd have burned out.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been good. And then, of course, Presence, no one even knows that's around. It was that bad.
I guess I'm gonna have to listen to that, because I never even.
Yeah,
Was there one single off of it that they played?
Yeah, maybe. Shoot. No, I don't think so.
It's a good run, though.
No,
it's kind of like Bob Dylan, though. Bob Dylan's been around for a long time.
Been around a long time.
But there was a point about somewhere around the maybe late 70s. Of course, he went through his Christian phase in the 70s, but then there was a time he said, I just forgot how to sing.
Yeah. Well, it's like the Stones. They're still around. They're still touring, right?
Yeah.
But they had to make 600 records to make 25 good songs. So they had to stay around longer, right?
Yeah.
Because they would build an entire record, and there would only be one listenable song on there. The other 7 or 8 were trash.
Not that great.
Right. And so, yeah, it just, it doesn't last forever. And so that's kind of where I'm at, when I put 7 years into this, doesn't last forever. Moving on. Now I'm doing the other stuff, the stuff I actually enjoy way more, which is good. So I'm happy.
Well, we'll get you some keys anyway. We'll get you We'll get you a big set of keys.
Handyman keys. Or janitor keys. That's what they are.
That way, when you come upstairs, we can hear you coming.
All right. Well, for some reason, I wear those shoes that make a lot of noise. I'm known as the guy.
The squeaks.
The tennis shoes.
Yeah.
I wear tennis shoes a lot.
Yeah, I got a pair like that too. I can't wear them anymore.
I can't sneak up on anybody.
Yeah.
I have to get some carpet. So, but anyway, yeah, I am fresh off of that gig. Still getting settled in. Gonna go have a good time this weekend.
Do it to it. You should celebrate a little bit.
Oh yeah, I'm going to. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked on this. I'm pretty happy. Yeah, success.
Yeah,
I made it. Whew, there were days.
There was a few times I was a little bit worried about you.
Yeah. There was. You've seen them.
The little face was drawn down just a little bit more. Like, okay, he's going through something today.
Yep. Yeah, and then we'd work through it eventually, and off we go. So, anyway, really, really happy about that, and I really want to thank everybody. Man, oh my gosh, the amount of people reaching out to me. Really, I really appreciate all of you. I really appreciate that. unbelievable amount of support. Thank y'all.
Yeah. And the podcast is continuing on. We want to be very
Oh,
clear
yeah.
about
We got that asked several times. People are very
You're still going to do the
concerned.
podcast, right? Yes, of course we're going to do the podcast.
Yes, I have more time for it. So we're going to, maybe we'll get good at this one of these days.
Yeah, more time to get good at it.
Yeah, what a concept.
Yeah.
I don't know if we really taught anybody anything today, but sometimes you just got to ramble on. Uh-oh.
Well, sometimes
That's a Led Zeppelin song.
that is that Led Zeppelin song.
Yeah.
That's a tough drum. I've tried that drum. I played the drums when I was a kid.
That is not a click track. You know that?
I know. That's a
That
tough.
is not a click track.
Yeah.
That is what's crazy. When people hear that and cannot believe, it's perfect. There's this guy on YouTube named Rick Beato.
Yeah, you should listen to him. He's good.
And he actually breaks down Ramble On. And he talks about that it's not a click track. And so he puts it on this machine, this computer, like we do, like all music's made on a computer now, so it doesn't have the human soul anymore. And I hope that the more AI stuff we do in our industry is going to take the human element out, and everybody's going to fall for that, and we're going to stick to the organic way, and we're going to continue to prosper. We'll use AI where it matters, but
Assist when it needs to be an assistant. Yes.
Yes, we will not rely on it. It will be an assistant.
Yes.
But he puts it in this click track thing. It measures time because music's time, right? Just like what we do here. What do I preach here? It's Sarah, billyGO.
It's about time.
It's about time, right? It just is. Everything's about time. It's when you want to make money, it's about time. When you want to make music, it's about time.
Yep.
And so he puts it on there, and he says it's like perfect. It's like the machine did it. And this is a human that's just dialed in, just completely dialed in with his timing to the perfection that a machine can't make it better.
He stands 100% alone.
Yeah.
As a drummer, there's not been another one like him.
No. And he does it all on a 5-piece, 6-piece at most.
Yeah. With very few microphones too. That's what's crazy. A lot of those recordings had like 3 mics, maybe 4.
Yeah. Yeah.
Glenn Johns was the producer, and it's called the Glenn Johns technique, where he puts the mics in certain.
Yep.
Rick probably talked about that
Mm-hmm.
in certain spots, and it's huge.
Mm-hmm.
Just sounds huge.
And so it's just being clear and precise and getting your timing right, and you make good music or you make a good business. It's really the same
It's the same kind of thing, isn't it? It's how you do it.
That's right. It's all how you do it. It's not what you buy to do it.
That's exactly right.
It's how you do it.
That is a great analogy, Mr. Billy Stevens. That is a great analogy because people want to throw money at things. If I just had in music, if I just had this mic, or if I just had this drum kit, if I just had this whatever.
Well, when they were doing 4-track back in the Beatles' day, right? They'd like, if we just had some more tracks, we could get a little, because the Beatles are the first ones that actually produced sound. They were trying to make a bigger sound.
Yeah.
Right. And so we had 4-track back then. So you could use literally all 4 tracks for vocal, bass, drums, guitar. That's all you had. And if you wanted more, you had to take it, splice it, and then record back on top of it.
Yep. That
track you've already recorded. And so now you've got 2 things on one track, which diminishes the quality. But the problem is okay, they came out with 8-track, maybe even 6-track. I'm not sure if it went 4 to 8 or 4 to 6. I don't know how it went. But anyway, so they came out with that, and then that opened up more sound. And maybe that was the perfect amount. Maybe 16-track was the perfect amount. But
I would argue that. I would argue.
But when we went to digital, what happened to music?
Pro Tools? Yeah.
Pro Tools.
196,000 tracks.
What happened?
It got worse.
What happened to music?
It got worse.
It did. That's right. Because we got rid of the human element.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Yep.
And that's what's happening in our industry. We got to keep it organic.
Yep.
We've got to understand that these people that we do business with, that call us, are real.
Yep.
They're real.
Yep.
They're just not a KPI.
Yep.
They're just not a closing percentage. They're just not a new system at all costs.
Yep.
Make it organic, and your business will flourish because everybody else has left the organic building.
And they're gonna leave by the droves too, because the AI thing is on top of us, and it's gonna be sold as the biggest shiny object you've ever seen.
And so when we get into an economy like we're in now, where sales are starting to drop off and drop off a cliff for sure. 30% is a cliff.
Mm-hmm.
Big time. A big, deep cliff.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's instinct is to pull back, cut cost, do all these things. But plumbing, air conditioning, electrical
Haircuts?
does not care
Yeah,
who the president is,
that's right.
what the economy's doing. Doesn't care.
Yep.
It's going to do what it's going to do when it's going to do it.
Yep.
And so you have to remember that. The calls are still out there. You're just not getting them. It's just harder to get them.
Yep.
People are putting things off. Maybe people are saying no to something they would have bought a year ago due to financial constraints, inflation, all these things. How do you overcome it? Well, we just went out. We go and we overcome it. Guess what? Business is growing.
Yep.
We don't back out. We get more aggressive.
Yep.
We get more personable. We
Yep.
get more organic.
That's exactly right.
I mean, even more so.
Mm-hmm.
And less. I mean, wouldn't you say that the majority of our business this year was not because we went out and spent more? We obviously spent no more money than we spent last year to market, right? Or the year before. We've been on the same marketing budget now for about 3 years, I believe.
Yeah. Since I've been here, it hasn't changed much.
Yeah, it hasn't changed.
Mm-mm.
But the business is changing, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. So we're getting better at it. Things are coming together. And so if you're growing a business and you're not increasing your marketing budget, you're just getting more efficient within the business. And that is the secret of what you need to be doing now.
Yep.
And it's just technique. So if you want to know more about the technique, reach out. Billy at billygo.com.
Do it to
You
it.
can reach out to me anytime. I typically reply right away. If I haven't replied, within an hour or so, it's very rare, but I do. Maybe I'm at the ranch or something. I don't know.
Wi-Fi's not as good out there, but it's there. Yeah.
There's a reason for that.
Yeah.
Until we had their track out there was no Wi-Fi.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had to have Wi-Fi so we could broadcast.
There's nothing.
I know.
Nothing.
That's why I like going.
Yeah. So,
I don't look at my phone.
it's quiet out there.
I don't look at my
except
phone.
on riding days.
Yeah. Don't look at my phone. Up until 2 years ago, there was not even a television set on that ranch. Up until 2 years ago. I did not allow it. But then
Kids are coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To get the wife and kids out, I had to get TV.
I get a TV.
So anyway, that's why I may delay my response, but typically I get back pretty soon. But yeah, I just want to say thanks to everybody for all the support, all the positive messages, and reach out if you have any questions. I have a little more free time on my hands, and look forward to speaking to any and all of you. Till then, take care.
See you guys next time.